away yesterday and thought a lot about what I said. Something I said about mental scars from my childhood and my youth. Time heals all wounds. And it's just what it is. Time does heal all wounds. So, and sometimes a bit of fortune and many blessings and striving and keeping the faith, watching yourself progress and realizing new thoughts and new ideas. Well, what do I want to say? There's a verse that I was thinking about, a verse in the Quran which states, those who believe, anyone who believes, those who believe, those who are Christians and those who are Jews, the converts, anyone who believes in God and the last day and leads a righteous life will receive their recompense. They have nothing to fear, nor shall they grieve, nor will they grieve. It's very difficult to verbatim repeat what the Quran has told us, especially if you've been customized to reading various different versions and translations before reaching the ideal and the best version you can find. And for the past 4.5-5 years I've been reading Rashid Khalifa's translation, and you can see here, look, I've been reading this for about 5 years, and if you look at it, it's well thumbed. You can tell it's been read a lot. And I read it every day, morning and night. And alhamdulillah, it's a great book. But those who believe. So if you go to Arabia and Middle East, they'll say we are mu'mins. We're the mu'mins, we're the believers, and whereas the Quran tells us, do not say that you are mu'mins, say that you are Muslims until belief is planted in, belief has been established in your hearts. And so it's more about devotion and devotion to the truth than belief in Muhammad that they claim that they're doing. If you say to them, Qala Rasulullah, so said the messenger of God, they'll listen to you, even though it's a load of lies and blasphemies and made up situations which are borrowed from the Quran and from history, from the history of the Prophet's life, and a lot of them illusions, and they take these hadiths that they make and claim they are believers. In other words, they believe in Muhammad, when it wasn't a question of belief, it was a competition of devotion, and competition of devotion does not allow you to neglect your souls and the hereafter for the worldly life or anything like that. If I'm thinking correctly, I'm not thinking correctly at the moment. So, well, those who believe, and then who are the believers? And that's a good question. Who are the believers? particularised observations. It has to give a wholesome perspective. Well, you can see it in a threefold situation. Just as you say, goodwill to all humans, happiness to all God's children, peace to all my brothers and sisters. You realise, in one sense, the Jews claim, freedom among people as they go around in the world and say it's a free world, as they did in the past, as they had to disperse from the Holy Land. And yes, it was a free world then, but it would be a free world in the end as well. Since God watches over all of us, God is watching, and we don't. And as soon as children learn right from wrong, they don't practice transgressions and all these things. As long as they can sleep and instead of dream about winning. And if you dream about winning, you're never going to sleep. If you have dreams of winning, you just don't sleep. You just continue to stay awake. And that's what vampires will do. Feeding humans. Whereas submitters rest. It's care of rest or destroy. I'm not making any sense at the moment. Like I said, it's threefold. So the Jews will say, peace to all my brothers and sisters, instead of saying, thinking good, it's goodwill to all humans. Instead of having faith in the light, they'll say it's faith in the truth. And Christians will say, well, it's goodwill to all humans for us. And instead of happiness to all God's children, because they think it's belief in the light instead of belief in the good. And the Mohammedans will say it's happiness to all God's children instead of peace to all my brothers and sisters. Because they devote to the good instead of devote to the truth. And then you can look at it another way. You can say, well, do the Jews have faith in God? Do they have faith in the light? And no, they devote to Moses. So then again, you can see it again happening again. Rather than goodwill to all humans, it's peace to all my brothers and sisters, which means it's a Jewish thing. It's Jewish, or if it has to be Jewish. And then the Christians, instead of belief in the good, they believe in the light, which means do they believe in God? The Christians actually believe in God. No, they have faith in Jesus. And why do they have faith in Jesus? Well, I'm not going to answer that question, and I'm not going to dwell into all the different macroscopic parts of the whole. I'm just giving a whole perspective, and a lot of people can reach deeper and deeper into these words. If I said to you, do Christians believe in God? And you told me, well, most of them don't, and most of them just have faith in Jesus. Well, why? What does that mean? Does it mean they worship demons or something like that? Because is that what's going on? and they don't want to relay the true story of Jesus. Was he actually crucified and martyred, or was he put to rest before he was martyred, so he didn't suffer on the cross? And you're gonna make me cry now, but I want to watch these again. It makes me cry, but at the moment I don't feel like crying anyway. And the Muslims will say, well, a lot of Muslims, they call themselves Muslims, but if they're Muslims, this would not have occurred. Well, this is what's happened now. If you say to them, do they devote to God? Do they devote to God? And you see most of them believe in Muhammad. They believe in Muhammad. They don't devote to God, they believe in Muhammad. Why do they believe in Muhammad? What does that mean? God is the knower of all secrets and declarations, and that's what I want to say. Belief is something in the present moment. Muhammad's not present with us as they claim he is. Like when they go to the tomb of Prophet Muhammad to say he's alive and he hears our salams. Belief is not a present moment thing. Belief is a present moment thing. It's what you see, what you observe. And faith is a futuristic thing, and it's what you know. The elders know. The elders will be like, know the result. When you're so old and you lived your life and your children and your grandchildren are there, you know the result. You know